Welcome to the In the Garage podcast. I am your host, Mikey. I am here with Ryan, Jay, and Derwin. And today we are going to talk about a very special event that went down this weekend. Now, usually we come in here and we talk about movies or music and stuff like that. But today, all four of us took a step out of the garage and took a step onto the gridiron. As we played a huge backyard football game this weekend with a bunch of our friends, 6-on-6. Something we've been planning for a long time, and it was a lot of fun. So what we're going to do is Sam's going to say Why are we doing that?
The opposition?
Yeah. Sam's going to say his team's opposition. I'm going to say my team's opposition.
It makes it more interesting.
And we're just going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about, who played the best, who didn't play the best.
Let me set the stage.
And the controversy that went down, because there was a lot of controversy.
Big time controversial game,
Let me set the stage for the
Sam
team.
is going to set the stage.
No, wait, yeah. I'm supposed to explain my team.
He's going to
My
explain.
bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
okay.
So
Sam's going to say his team, I'm going
I
to
don't
say
know
my
why I
team.
was saying that. My team's captain was Doug.
Just Doug.
Just Doug. There was no. He doesn't have.
He does not have a last name.
It's exclusive. I'm sorry, explicit. So Doug, with his first pick. I don't know the picks. I was not there for the picks.
Neither was I.
But however, this is where it gets good. This is where it gets real interesting. I'm just gonna break down my team. That Doug, I'll call him Doug Slav, drafted.
All right, Doug Slav.
Just call him Doug.
Just call him Doug.
Doug Slav with his. So on my team we had Cam. He's actually in our podcast class.
Yeah, if
But
you
he
check
doesn't-
out the
We had Cam.
what's their podcast name?
I have no idea. I don't care.
Score notes? No.
No,
The SM podcast.
No, that's not
no,
bad.
that's not it. He's in
Oh, no, he's in the download.
The download.
the Download
Check out-
podcast.
Shout out
You can
download.
shout out Download podcast.
So-
Screw the corner show.
So my team had Cam, Doug Slav. We had this real big running back named Jay. He's actually in this podcast. He's wearing a Vamp shirt.
It's me, by the way.
He was really good at his job. We had who else did we have?
Dylan.
Oh yeah,
We have Dill Bobs on Twitch.
We had Dylan with an I. Dylan. We had me. I was on the team. Is that it? And I'm not counting. I'm not counting
Yeah,
it.
well, he was.
All right, everybody knows Sam.
And Sam Perone, part of the SM podcast.
Tony's boy.
He's not hard.
Tony's boy.
Oh, it's Sam Tony's boy.
Tony's boy.
Anyway, so that was my team. We had 6 really great athletes, 6 really great high-skilled individuals.
Cam is not an athlete.
Oh my God.
Either way, you can call them what you
It's
want.
very
I'm
insensitive.
going to call them athletes. What made our team very different compared to the opposition is our team didn't cheat. Our team didn't have to go to illegal tactics. Our team didn't have to pay off referees and pay off players to get wins in. That was the difference between my team and the team that we're just about.
Now, what do you think this little cheating scandal was? How would you explain it? What do you
Let
think?
me
went down?
set. Hold on. We're
on.
getting a little too
Mike-
far ahead. We got to talk
Michael's
about
gotta set the stage
the
for
winning
his
team. We have to talk about the
cheating
winners.
team.
The winners.
More like the cheaters.
the winners. Okay. So on my team, I had team captain.
Aren't you glad I wasn't there?
I had team captain.
Clapton?
Team Clapton.
Team
Viggs.
Clapton?
Team Clapton Viggs. He was a great player.
Who?
Viggs is a great guy. Great player.
Oh, you're talking about the referee of the game.
No, I'm talking about my quarterback.
But he made the roll.
I had the speedster Nick Arnott. I had the speedster Nick. He was incredible.
Neil?
Nick had a great game. Caught the game winning
Who's
touchdown
Nick?
in your face.
Do you want Neil?
I had Dom.
And Dylan's face.
Shout out to the SM podcast. Dom, stud.
Dom Gage.
Me, obviously, great player.
Overrated.
We had Ryan, the Fryan,
Dude,
Cooking
Ryan,
up.
He had a dangerous injury and he came back to win
in the
game.
kitchen, stabbed in the eye with a metal cleat.
Placed
He's
on-
back.
placed
He's
on
alive.
IR.
Played great.
Dylan-
Right? And then guess who our sixth man
Oh, I
was?
forgot about Dylan, wasn't it?
The Beans.
Cheddar Bean.
Of Cheddar.
Cheddar Bean.
He's horrible.
Terrible.
He's the worst athlete I've ever seen, but guess what he did?
What do you
He
do?
tackled Cam every play, no
Tackled
matter if he was
me
on
once.
offense or
He
defense.
tackled me once,
tackled
too.
Cam.
Set the stage here. I mean,
But
actually,
let's set the stage, right?
Set the stage
You
up.
had Team Doug with, let's look at the athletes on Teams Doug. Doug, impossible to tackle.
Division 1.
Jay, impossible to tackle.
Division 2.
Dylan, terrible. Cam, horrific.
And me.
Sam, a winner. That's all I have to say about
He's
Sam.
a winner. He
Sam
is a
wins.
winner.
He's a winner.
And Perone, why was he there? No one really knows. Okay?
How did he get there?
And we talk about my team. Neil, speedster. Viggs, I mean,
Dude, he's a field general.
the field general.
The ref-
I was just gonna the field general.
Anthony-
right? Halftime Mike, who shows up in the second
Mike-
half.
Halftime Mike.
Halftime Mike.
Michael Viggs.
Michael Viggs.
Oh my God.
Halftime Mike shows up halfway through the game. I'm just there to live life through 3 touchdowns. I don't know how, right? Dom,
He sucks.
the intimidator, but he's terrible.
The Intimidator.
Like he gets in people's head, but he also stinks at the same time.
He intimidates women
The
off the
wounded
field.
warrior Ryan, right? And then Fat Chaz,
Oh my God.
right? Who's terrible.
Right.
It's
Right.
who stinks, right? So you had a collection of good athletes
Mixed with funny.
mixed with funny, mixed with terrible. I thought the teams were the most fair they could get, in my opinion.
I think the teams are very fair.
Very,
So,
very, very fair. Now, let's talk about the controversial play. We all know it. It was supposed to be 4th down at the 5.
Oh my God.
For Team Doug. Team Viggs all said that was 4th down. They thought it was 4th down was coming up.
Here.
Somehow we get the ball. We go down. We do a little Muth play to Dom. Tutty. Muth to Dom. Tutty. It's tied. We go to OT.
Let me say
Hold
that.
on. Can I speak my
Yeah,
piece
you
on the
can.
situation? So here's the deal. Cam gets the first down. When Viggs was explaining it, he says Cam got the first. Doug dropped the ball in second. He skipped first down.
Every time. That was
Every
our
time.
That was our point.
He said Cam got the first. Doug dropped on second down. I told him, I was like, what happened on first down, Viggs? He's like, Cam got the first. I was like, what was the play after that, Viggs?
You know what else he kept doing? He kept saying that the play where I pitched it back to the quarterback.
Mikey's laughing because he knows that his team cheated.
He kept saying that there was 2 plays. And one play was I pitched it back to the quarterback, and then the play where somebody dropped the ball in the end zone. That happened on the same play. I pitched it back and we threw
We
it.
ran a little flea flicker.
That was the same play. So they blatantly cheated.
We gotta talk-
Very bad on that.
We gotta talk.
That was very bad.
It was bad. No, what do you gotta say about that, you boys over there?
Viggs cheated.
Yeah.
But guess what I have to say?
What?
And I know that Derwin over here is going to agree with me. If you ain't cheating,
Yeah, I went in.
you ain't winning.
No, but the difference between cheating. Here's the thing. There's cheating and swag, and then there's
just cheating.
And then there's just cheating and defeat. And they
And we cheated in
Yes,
Viggs.
we did.
Personally, remember, if you remember me during this whole thing, I just wanted to play because I showed up late. I had to go to work, and I didn't care what the
That
score was.
and-
I just wanted to play the game.
I had that one touchdown called back that kind of stepped out of bounds.
No, and he didn't.
I was like,
Okay, well,
You
stop
weren't there
it.
for that.
Stop it.
no, you weren't there for mine. I was a good.
I
2
thought we were
feet.
talking about the Dylan one. I was like, Dylan was 15 feet out of bounds.
Dylan was bad.
What are we talking
No, dude,
about? my spike mark.
Mike,
What are
when,
you
when I'm
talking
telling you, I was a good 2 feet away from the pole. I was 2 feet away from.
Okay, well, I personally think the next time we have to go play at a field that's marked because the out of bounds plus
Or bring cones.
no, cones aren't going to work either. We have to go to a field that's marked. You have to go to a field that's marked.
I agree.
It's the only way.
Either way, we had all this controversy, tons of cheating by the other team. Our team was playing by the rules,
And-
playing fair
Okay,
football.
let's not say you guys are like saints, by the
Am
way.
I talking?
It was also 9 a.m. on a Saturday. It was probably 30 degrees out. So
It was freezing. And
I think we were all just trying to go play by
What-
play here.
Ryan, what do you know about Derwin? What does he hate more than anything in the world?
Backyard sports.
Backyard
backyard
sports, but what I'm talking about the weather. What does he hate?
Oh, cold.
hates the
Can't
cold.
do the cold.
Derwin
Derwin cannot do the call.
Derwin cannot do the cold, and like he just said, it was 30 degrees, and Derwin doesn't have much meat on his bones, so it was a sad
So
hour.
He gets chilly.
So Derwin,
fast.
I have to give you. We're gonna do this announcement right here live
Hold on,
on.
we didn't even talk about the outcome of the game.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to
We
that, but
we dug it in.
I have to ask right now, Derwin. Obviously, there's a scheduled rematch this Saturday at 10 o'clock that's in the works. We don't know if it's official, but it's in the works.
Same teams.
Same teams. Will Derwin, after saying that he never wants to play a backyard sport again, will Derwin live now in the Garage Podcast say that he will be playing
Run it
in
back
this game?
for the sake of winning. Run it back.
Because
It-
if not, then we're going to have to drop somebody on our team, a.k.a. Chaz.
In my response to that question, I know everybody's been wondering. I'm one of the premier athletes in the program that we
Everyone
have.
wants Derwin in the game.
Or are you taking your talents to South Beach?
Derwin is having a major medical procedure coming up where he will be out of action for months.
Yes.
So Derwin's going to get in all the action he can. So you can plan on Derwin this Saturday taking his foot and shoving it right up Team Viggs' ass. That's what
go!
And that's what you could predict.
Sir, Derwin, I am so,
I'm
even
so
though you're on the
happy.
opposite team, I am very excited that you are
I'm
playing.
so happy to hear that.
Because I truly didn't want to kick Chaz off our team because
He's funny.
He's funny.
What did I say? You got a great athlete.
He's got a nice butt.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, now, even though Team Vig's over there, little cheaters, dirty little cheaters, you need to be punished. We still took the game into like the 7th overtime. You know. I'm sorry. If there's one thing I hate on this planet is cheaters. Because you gotta cheat to win. It's not really winning, you know? Because we poured our hearts out.
Well, if you're not cheating, then you're doing something wrong.
We
That's
poured
how
our
I
hearts
see it.
out, and you guys squeaked away this victory.
Well, okay, so obviously you guys have now, if you've caught the hint, Team Vig's won, right?
They cheated.
In 7th overtime, we run fake Philly special. Mikey fakes the jet to Nick. I faked the jet to Nick.
In
I
overtime.
roll left. Nick comes out and over, and I find him on a dot for the win. I'm like Lamar Jackson.
By the way, Dylan dropped a pass to tie the game.
He did drop a pass to tie
Let
the
me say
game.
something real quick. At the end of regulation, this game actually went to overtime. Just to put that in perspective.
7 overtimes.
7 overtimes. And I have to say another thing real quick about this Team Viggs. This Viggs character. He's
a stud.
He's a lot like if anybody's familiar with wrestling, where they just make up rules and stuff. Like it's nothing to do with real sports. That's how this backyard football game was with Team Viggs. They made up new rules every overtime. One overtime was like people only with no cleats can score. Who says that?
I
What type of rule is that?
100% agree that before this weekend happens, we have to make a schedule or a set of rules.
Cohesive
set of rules.
No,
Because I'm not gonna lie. Once we got past the 3rd overtime, there was some there was only 2 plays, and you can only run this, and it was getting weird.
And halfway,
Or it's like
they switched it up on me. Halfway through the game, they're like, if you get the ball behind the line, you can't run. So they ruined my little screen.
And I think next time we play, we should make a rule you have to throw the ball over like 5 yards. So we can.
And I also believe that the quarterback should have a limit.
I agree.
5 second
I
limit.
agree.
If you don't get the ball out in 5 seconds, it's a sack. You get the ball. It's
Maybe
a
not
loss.
five.
It's a loss.
Maybe not.
5, dude.
Five?
7.
7.
I'd
That's
say
like 15.
Maybe 10.
15. How long 15 seconds is in the pocket?
Dude, how about there was this guy on the other team. I'm not gonna say his name. He knows who he is. I got cheap shotted, by the way. It was very bad.
Who was that guy?
I don't know. Derwin got cheap shotted very badly. Another thing that Team Viggs is
It was me. Okay, I cheap shotted him. I wasn't there for the rules at the beginning.
Oh yeah, you did.
Listen, Jason was running behind him. I was like, I'm gonna run at Sam as hard as I can, so he flips it to Jay and gets it out of his hands. Sam never gave Jay the ball, so I was just like,
You weren't allowed to blitz.
all right, I'm just gonna hit him, and I just did.
And
And then he got up and almost
and
threw the
I-
ball at me.
Well, I faked through it.
You were going.
Sam also.
No, I really didn't. I was
No.
gonna
Sam
pump,
also
I pump
dropped
faked
a
it.
game-winning touchdown pass.
No, it was game
I,
tiring.
no game.
Oh,
t-
man.
but,
Sam, he did drop.
but what happened on the very next play? I had my premier athlete run it in for a tutty.
Jason is the opposite of a premier
What do
athlete.
Dude, the guy was the MVP in the
Dude, let's talk performances of the night.
MVPs don't lose.
Let's talk performances of the night. I ran for probably 300 yards, 5 touchdowns.
I came in at halftime, threw 3 touchdowns, and caught one.
You know what? I will give MVP to you because I respect you. But
Thank you.
MVP,
And I'm sorry again for my late hit on you. I really.
MVP of our team,
Jason, 100%, no doubt.
MVP of your team, you or I would say Vigorito.
How many times I get tackled by one person?
Remember when I dove and I hit my face off the ground?
I knew I drove you.
You didn't even miss me. You didn't even touch me.
I put Viggs in the dirt.
And last,
If Viggs, if you're listening to this,
there's
you're
a-
on your back, son.
There's an upcoming game this Saturday. Obviously, you're not going to hear about it because we're only allowed to do one special episode a night.
We might slide a little, like, we might
Slider-
dedicate a
We'll
minute to
we'll
it.
say who wins before the next episode, and then we'll get into
We'll
it.
try to do it.
We'll try.
We'll try to
We'll
slide
see
her.
what our professor has to say.
I go, how about the giveaway? Real quick.
We have to the giveaway again.
No,
Landon
no,
D69 on Instagram. DM him.
You DM them.
DM him. Tell him, hey, I'm
D-
here from the In the Garage giveaway.
DM a shrimp if
Yes.
emoji. That's how to enter the giveaway. And
Yes.
we're out.
Thank you again for listening. This was a special episode.
This was Out of the Garage.
This is out of the. Oh, that's great. Out of the garage. We'll be back with our regular scheduled programming next week.